Hey everyone, this is Alan from BMW Durham, back again with another video. Today, it is my first time driving the 2023 BMW XM. Alright, so this is the 2023 BMW XM in Cape York Green Metallic. I have a chance to drive this today with you, so I'm going to share my first drive experience with all of you here on YouTube. Alright, so we're in the car. The M lights going up across the top there, that's really cool. It looks awesome in here. So this is my first time driving the all-new flagship M car, 2023 BMW XM. Let's start the car. Okay, so right away that sound tells me we mean business. So before I go anywhere, I just want to see how we have things set up for M1, M2 config real quick. So let me just hit setup. M1 config is light. M2 config is strong. So let's do this. We're going to start off in the M1 config and let's go for it. So we're just leaving the dealership now. It has a nice little V8 grumble to it, of course, being the S68 4.4 liter V8 twin power turbo with hybrid. And supposedly this is going to be the only V8 in our entire lineup at some point, once all the other S63s and N63s are finally out. So right now I'm in M1. Everything is to a softer setting, not at the most sharpest settings possible. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it down the street and see how it handles. And right off the bat, drives very nice. It's stiff. It doesn't feel more towards luxury, it feels more towards performance. And yeah, no, this drives much like I would expect. I can definitely feel the weight on the vehicle, that's for sure, but it definitely gives it a little bit more of a luxurious feel carrying all this weight. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get down to the end of the street here. Just going to kick it a little bit. And once we get down to the end of the street here, probably adjust the mirrors, that's a good idea. So first thing I want to do is we're at a little dead end here. I'm going to see the turning radius here at full lock. Oh wow, tiny. So this is a massive vehicle and that turning radius is actually crazy, to be honest. Okay, so now that we are here, I'm just going to check a couple of things real quick here. Okay, so I'm going to now put it into its sharper settings, and just to make sure, I'm just going to go back to setup for a second, and we're just going to make sure M2 config has Sport Plus, M hybrid, transmission, okay, D3, minimum energy recovery, chassis, Sport Plus, steering, Sport, brake, Sport, traction, MDM, M sound on. Okay, we're good. So let me just, I'm not going to launch it, but I'm going to just kick it. So we have 644 horse, 590 foot-pounds of torque. That's pretty insane. Wow, so for this vehicle, it has a really cool sound to it. That 590 foot-pounds of torque, you can definitely feel it under your right foot as soon as you need it. Now, one other thing I can definitely say, I can feel the weight of this vehicle, but I can also feel that it's quite nimble for its size, which is kind of like a engineering marvel And I do like this. It's very focused for its purpose, but you can feel how heavy it is, especially when it's rotating. Now let's go for a little highway run next and see what this $220,000 starting price range topping SUV is like. And let's put the shift harshness up a couple of notches here. I thought we are in D3 already. So we're just going to kick it up to highway speed, but I'm just going to let the cars in front of me go a little bit because I anticipate that I've got a lot more power than they do. Oh, holy moly. Holy moly. Okay, yeah, this sounds good. So if this is going to be the power plant we see in the new M5 on a much lighter vehicle than this, that's going to be ridiculous. Wow. That sounds really good. I'm impressed. Now, is this supposed to be the fastest M car? No. Is it the fastest M car? No. But if you're looking for something to replace your G-Wagon, your Bentley Bentayga, your Lambo Urus, or even your Porsche Cayenne GTS perhaps, this might be a good alternative compared to what's out there. So you can finally have an offering from BMW M. And this is a serious car. Holy moly. So I'm going to come back on the highway now so we can see. Woohoo! Oh man, it's popping and banging. V8 sound. Oh, this is really good. Now, I know that a lot of the larger YouTube channels for car reviews they were already kind of tough on this car for the fact that it does rip, but I mean, there's a lot of other choices you have at this price range, and there are a lot of them were saying that it doesn't feel like a vehicle that warrants that price tag. I can see how it does fit into that price category, especially if you're comparing it to those competitors which I just mentioned. Oh my gosh. Woohoo! Oh man, and it just sounds nasty. Okay, I want to put this in manual for a second. Woo! Get the nice shift light indicators there for the iDrive 8. That downshift sounded nasty. This thing has so much torque ready to go. That hybrid system is definitely assisting with that. I can feel it. Because it's just like, as soon as I touch the pedal, it's like, boom! Oh my gosh, this is crazy. So now, instead of going right back to the dealership, these sounds are really good. It's really hazy outside of here because there's wildfires going on, burning down our entire country apparently. So I'm risking it all to make this video for you. Now what I want to do is I'm going to put it, okay, I'm gonna put it in full electric. So now the car has no sound, barely. Not going right back to the store just yet. Driving in full electric. Oh, I don't have enough much charge to do that, I think. So maybe we'll go back to M hybrid mode. Yeah, back to hybrid. Kicks on the gas motor sound there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I guess we need to charge this car up. It has like 2 kilometers electric range, and I don't want to use it all for my own purposes. Woo! Off the line, it's violent. Now, I'm just gonna put it back to its softer settings for a second. And now it's just calmed right down again, and it feels like a heavy X5. Oh, you know what though? The word that defines BMW is a German word. It's Freude, which doesn't actually have a direct translation, but the closest one would be joy. And this does provide joy for sure. Your bank account might not be joyous, but I am. But I'm sure if you're buying a vehicle like this, you've already got yourself lined up to get it. You're not living in this car instead of your home, which would be something I would do, but don't do that. It's not a good idea. Yeah, no, this thing is crazy. I don't know what else I can do with this car in terms of driving, but it handles well, it accelerates really well. We do make faster cars, that's for sure, but this is really fast for its size and really luxurious. Now, unfortunately, I can't have somebody drive me, so I can tell you what the back seats feel like while you're driving, but I'm sure they're super mega comfortable, as to be expected with a vehicle of this caliber. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go into a little residential area real quickly, and let's see if I can just get in there before these trucks get here. And we're just going to do a little loop, come back around, and then we'll head back to the store. And you know what? Let's see if we can utilize that tight turning radius here in this little opening. I think we can. Oh my gosh, beauty! I did a full U-ey right in the middle without having to do any type of 3-point turn or anything like that, so that's pretty awesome. And let's go back to the sportier settings. Right away you hear a difference there in the sound. And let me just see. This thing corners really nice too for its size. That's for sure. Just listen to those sounds. My goodness. It sounds excellent. So, I definitely wanted to share this experience with you because I think this might be the only time I get to drive this car ever. Hopefully there's an opportunity for me to get into one of the label reds when they arrive. The one we may get. But all in all, I have to say I'm quite impressed with the way that this vehicle drives, especially considering its size. The handling is definitely there. However, you can feel the weight of it, and definitely this is a beast, a literal beast. It's just growling down the street right now. Just popping away. And yeah, no, I have to say that this experience has been definitely a good one. I like the XM a lot, but I wish we had come out with something that is like the ultimate sports car. And I know that we created a 3-liter CSL, but I want an ultimate sports car that I will see in my lifetime. The only way I might possibly see a 3-liter CSL is either I go to Germany, or Samantha Tan, please bring yours to Toronto so I can take a look at it. And all of us here in Toronto definitely would like to see it. Last time you brought your Jeff Koons M8, so I'm sure you can make it possible to bring the 3-liter CSL for us to see. Please, Samantha, please. But regardless, this has been definitely a great experience, and I'm sure that if you have already had a vehicle of this caliber, this would definitely be something cool for you to try. And it's definitely a very different offering than some of the other vehicles out there. But it's really unique and really BMW, and that's something that it's definitely a positive with this vehicle. Now, once we get back over here, let me see if I can get this thing to park by itself, because that'd be cool. And of course, there's trucks every single direction that I'm trying to get back to my parking spot. Of course there is. Let's see if I can squeeze through here. Should be able to make it. All right, and let's see if we can get it to find this spot over here. Start reverse parking, and yeah, it's going right in that spot. Perfect. Release brake. Let's do it. Self-parking in the XM. $220,000 self-parking car. That freaks a lot of people out. Someone's looking at me, so I just showed them hands up, and it's just going to park itself. The self-parking system in iDrive 8 is actually really good. It's really intuitive to use. It's not nearly as difficult, but now that we're back here, I think there's somebody else who wants to drive the car. So thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, if you like the car, if you like me, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching.